Jobs stay strong. That's our topic on today's Backstage Pass. Well, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your morning so far. Stocks are having a great start to their morning so far. Stocks are up pretty sharply this morning. Bonds are up as well after the release of the jobs data today. We'll talk more about that in just a second. Right now, mortgage bonds are up about 6 basis points at the time of recording. The 10-year yield is up as well, about 5 basis points and trading at about 4.15%. Yesterday, the national average for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, well, that stayed steady, came in at about 7.3%. And remember, we said that over the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a couple of main data points that are going to be the actors, the characters for this quarter that are going to determine really how bonds go this quarter and most likely how rates go for the rest of the quarter. Well, that first supporting role came out today. That first supporting character came out today. That was in the form of the jobs report from the BLS. Now, this jobs report showed that in the month of October, there were 261,000 jobs created. That was much higher than what was expected. Expectations were at about 200,000 jobs created. Now, it did show that unemployment ticked up to 3.7% from 3.5%. It was higher than expectations. It was only expected to tick up to 3.6%. So unemployment rate was a little bit higher than what was expected. And then if you look at weekly earnings, well, weekly earnings were up about 0.4%. And they're up about 3.8% year over year. Now, the initial reaction from the bond market on this data was weakness. Bonds made it down to about 20 basis points lower on the day, but they've since retraced their levels to about even. Like we said, they're up just a few basis points right now, but basically to about even. There's still plenty of time throughout the day for the bond market to react to this data and digest this data. So we'll have to wait and see how the bonds react throughout the rest of the day. And like we said, as we look at this data shows a very resilient jobs market. And we're hearing news about companies that are having hiring freezes and preparing to do layoffs and things like that. So there's news about that kind of stuff, but the jobs market is still staying very strong, and we know that the Fed is looking very closely at this data today. Now, the star actor, the star character for the data for the next couple of weeks, that's CPI. That's coming out next week. But listen, we're going to leave that data, we're going to leave that report and that information, that's going to stay in next week. For now, that's all the news that we have for today. Just remember to control the things that you can control. It's easy to look at headlines and easy to look at news and get negative, but just remember, control what you can control. That's your mindset, it's your attitude, your effort. Don't forget to stay positive. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.